Back, my veggies are done. Look at that. I mixed them up with some salt, and I put some minced garlic in there as well. And I just kind of tossed them around. I added half a cup of chicken broth, and I got my quick cooker. This is this lovely thing. Yeah. So it's basically heating up the oil in there. Look at that. Right? So that way my meat can go ahead and go in there, and we can go ahead and get started with searing it. I also got my fresh thyme. See, here's some thyme. And I got my onions all cooked and ready to go. Or not cooked yet, but ready to throw in for searing. Because those are going to go on the bottom. We're going to sear them up first to get them caramelized. And then we're going to throw in the tri-tip on top of it after it's been seared first, though. We'll sear the tri-tip, throw the onions afterwards, after we remove the tri-tip. Let those caramelize for a little bit. Throw the tri-tip back in top of it. Put that on top of it. And then throw in our ceramic bowl with the potatoes on top of that. Close the lid and cook. It's really not that hard. So, can you hear it? Look at that. So it's really heating up now. I'm going to go ahead and throw my meat in. Top of it. Hear that? Just turn the tail to the side and it fit in fine. We're going to let that go for a few minutes and I'll be back. Sorry about the bumpy ride here with the photography. All right, so we just flipped it over and now we're searing the other side. Let me give you a look at it. See that brown color on it? I love when it does that. It browns it up, gives it a nice crust on the outside. I always sear it ahead of time, my big meat pieces of meat, because I like to have that. It also enhances the flavor to me too. To me, it makes it seal it in and all that stuff. So we'll be back. All right, so I'm getting ready to move the meat and put it back onto the pan, and then throw in the onions to the bottom to sear up a bit. So give that probably 30 more seconds to cook on the bottom. Here's my handy dandy tongs. I love these tongs. Here's the Pampered Chef tongs. I still haven't got used to. I seen somebody on there where they just kind of just, you know, they do something like. I'm not that good at this type of stuff. I don't know. She was flipping them up and down, and like, hey, look at this. I can do this, and it opens and closes. I just do the button. You know, there you go. There it is again. You know, so you can get cool and do that. I just haven't done it yet. All right, let's pull it out. Look at that meat right there. All right, so I got it seared up. Let's throw in the onions. Here's the onions. I'm just going to grab them and throw them in. And it's got all that flavor on the bottom too. Look, watch. Look at all that. All the seasoning from that tri-tip that I threw on it ahead of time. Oh, it's in there. All that love, right? So these onions are going to enhance that, right? Just going to throw them in there. Then I'm going to let the pot, I'm going to grab it a little bit. I'm not doing the safe thing. Because I want to stir it up a little bit. Actually, I'll just use it. I'll be safe. I'll use a spoon. My wooden spoon. I love all the natural teak spoons and stuff they have, and the wooden spoons they have. I just think it makes it better. Because then it doesn't give the metal flavor from a metal spoon or something. Or plastic. This just doesn't feel right to me. For that anyways. I use plastic sometimes. For different things. So, I got my wooden spoon. Boom. We're going to give this a nice little love here. As it sears up. You know? Look at that. And then we add the chicken broth to it. It's going to pull all that seasoning up right off the bottom. And it's going to be all kinds of flavor going through that. So, just giving it a little steer. Let it sear. Probably going to let this go for a couple minutes. So, I'll be back, all right? Okay. So, this is what we're going to do now. Onions are perfect. So, let's go ahead and cancel this. I'm going to cancel the sear. Right? There we go. I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken broth. Babe, you want to see? Yeah. So I'm going to dump... Sorry, my mother-in-law is also looking too.
No,
so I'm going to dump this in. Look, here's the onions in there first. And I cancel it. I now have it on just a warm. So I'm going to add this in here for that. Right? There's the thyme there too with it too. I'm just going to throw the meat in now. So here comes the meat. I'm just going to put that in there. Boom. It's going to go right on there. There we go so far. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. And then what I'm going to do is just throw this rack on it. This is going to go on top. Right like that. Right? So far so good. I'm going to throw a little bit more thyme in there. Just a little bit. Just because I like thyme. I think it really helps out. I'm just going to put it right here. Actually, I'm going to take that up and throw it right on top. You get a little bundle. So, let's get a little bundle. Throw it right on top there. Look at that. That's pretty. Put that right down on top of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this here. Let me put this right here for now. Here is the potato thing. I'm just going to sit it right on top. All right, put that down like that. I'm going to go ahead and put my lid on. Well, wrong way. And then twist it. And then we're going to set it, right, to beef and pork. See, there's lit up. I just push start. And then the amount of time, 35 minutes, I think it said. We're done. Well, this is Keith, your Panther Chef. I'll be back in a little bit with the final product. Okay, so it's in there and it's pressurizing right now, right? I'm going to show you. See that circle-looking thing? See how it's going around like R2-D2? That's what everybody says. so it just means it's pressurized right now. Because this thing isn't even up yet. You know, it means that, hey, I'm still pressurizing. So we'll let it go. Let it do its pressurizing as long as it needs to. Eventually, this will pop up. You see that red? Where's it at? Sorry. Right there. That red dot right there. Eventually, that will pop up, meaning that it's pressurized. And this clock will change from circles to a countdown time for your meat. And mind you, when this thing is done cooking, it goes into warming. So when you look over there and the numbers already went back and going up in time, that's just the amount of time that it is that's been warming. So it'll go through its time, finish up cooking, and then it'll beep, let you know it's done. But sometimes you'll be in the bathroom or something, you won't know. That's okay, because it goes into warm mode automatically, and it starts releasing the steam slowly. And then it turns into a clock that tells you how long it's been warming for. So don't worry about it. Let it warm. You're going to want to depressurize anyways for like 10 minutes. So, but I'll be back, and I'll show you more. So I'm releasing the steam. Check it out. It's going. So we'll know in a minute when that goes down. You can see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. There we go. The red dot. When it goes down, we can take off the lid and we'll see what's going on. All right. Be right back. Okay. Well, look what's going on here. So the little dot went in. Still some steam escaping, but I think it's safe to take out. So let's see here. Let me move this over so you can see. Put it down. Yeah. So first I'm going to take out the potatoes. So let's release this. Open. Boom. We'll lid over here. It smells wonderful though. We get the potatoes out, and I'm going to sit them right here. Ooh, it looks lovely in there. So now I'm going to take out, actually I'm going to add the butter to this real quick while it's hot. So let's do that. There we go, so you can see. So I'm going to add the butter to it. There's the potatoes. Let's fill them. Oh, super soft. I love it. So add the butter to it. And I've been sitting on it here. I've had it softening. Basically, I just sat it for room temperature and let it just soften up on its own. You know? And I just mush it around into the potatoes. I'm going to dump some of this juice out. I just want to get them going first. Now I'm going to dump out some of this juice that's in here. Just dumping it out. I'm going to mash them up real quick. Like I said, I love mine with the peels on it. I don't add no milk or anything. Just a little bit of butter. And with this, you don't have to because it steams them up so nicely. They're just so soft and tender, you know? The best way to do it is just to mash them with a little bit of butter. You can put the garlic in last, that's okay too. I put mine in ahead of time. And give it a taste here in a minute, see if it needs any salt. No, it does not. That is good. I'll move them over here to the side. I'm going to grab the meat now. I'm going to put it, get this back over for you so you can see it. Take that out. I got my tongs. Bring this out onto the board. Feels really good. Take that off. And then I'm going to dump this sauce that's in this pan. So all the stuff in here, I'm going to dump that into my pot over here that has sauce in it. Right? So it gives it some flavor from the meat as well. Cancel that. We don't need it warm anymore. So I got this boiling up. And it's just basically barbecue sauce and the juice from the meat. And what we'll do is we'll use this to glaze the meat to give it a nice little flavor. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Let that cook for a little bit. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. And then I'll let you know. Right back. All right, so we're back. And it's tender. It is very tender. Which is good because if you want to do a tri-tip and you want it to be not medium rare, but you still want it super juicy and tender, the way you goes right now. Right here. And just go ahead and tear it all up and add the juice on top of it, and it's going to come out divine. See how easy it is to cut? Just cutting right through it. No problem. Look at that. Oh man, that's awesome. Well, it's time for me to go have dinner. So, happy St. Patty's Day. Thanks for watching Cooking with Keith. I am your Pampered Chef. Don't forget to go online, look at our recipes, as well as our product. There's something on there for everyone. So go ahead and check it out. It's www.pamperchef.com/PWS/KLOUTON. All right. Have a good night. Happy St. Patty's Day.